are some of the things that investors don't like to see? The concept of damaged goods is an unfortunate one. So on the one hand, you want to go and show your company to a lot of potential investors, because the reality is you will need to show it to a lot of people before somebody says yes. On the other hand, if you're seeing a lot of pushback on the company right now, it is probably better to pause your fundraising and address the concerns that people are raising, whether it's not enough traction, problems they identified with the business model, competition that you have not properly addressed. It's better to pause, make sure you've addressed all of those issues, and then come back a few months later or a year later, because you don't want to be known as that company that has already been around, been passed on by tens, if not more, VCs, because that in itself sends a bad signal about your company. If you're raising a subsequent fundraising round, the most important thing is being able to show that you've met previous rounds milestones, which is why when presenting in the initial rounds, you should set realistic ones that you are convinced or have a very good level of confidence that you'll be able to deliver, because if you don't do those, that would be a big red flag for investors in subsequent rounds. If you've paused your fundraising and then gone back a second time, make sure that the story is different. Nobody wants to hear the same story that they said no to last time, especially if you didn't take any steps to address the problem. So some of the things time will fix. If an investor tells you, this is a little bit too early for us, and we come back 6 months later with better traction, that's good enough. But if an investor tells you, look, I don't think this idea will be able to successfully compete with company A, B, and C, and you come back to see them 6 months later and you're still competing with the same basic product against A, B, and C, that's not. All right, so we talked a little bit about what to do, what not to do.